for Ashtanga this morning. A little cloudy today. Hopefully we don't get rained on. So if I'm running quickly, just hold for a moment. And we're just gonna move under a roof. But hopefully we should be okay. So we'll get started with our meditation. Let's find a nice comfortable position, sitting on our mat, our bolster, our cushion, our block. Wherever we feel we can just settle, and we're going to just start by stopping. So just reset. Really feel your seat rooting down, your spine lengthening up. He can come closer if he wants to. Closer. Relax our shoulders. Either our eyes are softly shut or just staring at a spot just in front of us on the floor. Just aware of our breath flowing in and out. Trying to keep all other thoughts out. Any thoughts of the past, future, and just be in this present moment and aware of that breath. And we'll breathe here. Just let everything else go. our eyes softly shut, we'll slowly bring our chin towards our chest. Inhale, head rises. Looking up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then again, bring our chin towards our chest. Inhale, head rises. Just relax those shoulders down. And let's come back to neutral. We can open our eyes. Take a nice big inhale. Reach our arms up. Clasp our fingers and then push our palms up. Stretching up. Feel our seat rooting down. Nice big stretch here. And let's drop our left hand to the left. Reach the right arm up and over. And back to center. Reach that right arm up. Circle that wrist. Both directions. And then bend that right elbow. Place the hand on the back of your head, your neck. Apply gentle pressure with that opposite hand. And then release. Right hand to the left knee. Lengthen up and twist. Back to center. Again, take a nice big inhale and drop the right hand down. Reach that left arm up and over. And walk back. Circle that top wrist, both directions. And then bend the left elbow. Grab hold. And then release that hand. Bring it to the opposite knee. And take a twist. And we'll come back to center. We're going to come onto our hands and knees and come into a table position. Spread the fingers, your thumb is neutral. Pushing through the hands, the tops of your feet, your shins push down, your calves push down. Now we're going to round our spine up. Tuck the seat under, look towards your navel, your belly button. And then exhale, reverse. Sit bones back, chest and heart forward. Look up to the sky or the ceiling. And again, push through the hands, rounding up. And now let's just flow back and forth with your own breath here. Just find your own pace. Back and forth, just warming up that spine. Back to neutral. Extend that right leg back. Push through the toes. And we're going to raise that back leg up. Toes are pointing down towards the floor. Nice straight leg. You can push that heel away. And now try just little lifts here. Try not to let that leg fall below your hips and your back. then let's do a few circles for that ankle. And that knee comes down, and we'll do the other side. The left leg extends. Push the toes into the mat, lengthening through the back of your leg. And then raise that leg up, toes pointing towards the floor, and little lifts. Now try not to collapse in your back here. Try to pull your core in. Both knees come down. I just need to move my mat. I'm like super crooked here. Okay, that's better. So now we're gonna flip our toes, raise our hips, come into downward facing dog. And we're just gonna bend one knee, straighten the other. One heel lifting at a time. Just pushing through the hands. And then we'll step, walk, or float our feet towards our hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. And we're going to bend the knees, push through the feet, come all the way up, reach the arms up. Hands at our heart, take a breath. And we'll come into our first set of sun salutations. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward with a straight back. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step or walk your feet to plank. Now either with straight legs or drop your knees to the mat. Keep the elbows closed. We're going to lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra. Drop those shoulders. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. And now we're going to hold here and breathe. And at any time, if you need a rest, just come to your knees and bring your head towards the mat. Just sit to your heels. Just take a little breath and come back into it. Step or walk our feet towards our hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Push through the feet, come all the way up, reach the arms up. Hands at our heart. And again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Drop to the knees or lower all the way down in plank. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. And we're going to hold here. Really feel those hands pushing towards the front of our mat. Nice, strong arms. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Push through the feet, all the way up. Reach the arms up. And again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Drop to your knees or lower all the way down in plank. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. We're going to breathe here. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. And then push through the feet all the way up. Hands at our heart. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. And breathe here. Really feel those hands pushing towards the front of your mat. Nice, strong arms. Or walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Push through the feet. Come all the way up. Hands at your heart. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Keep the elbows close, lower all the way down. Bring your hands near your chest and pull yourself forward for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. Again, we'll breathe here. Step walker, float your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold to the legs. And shoot all the way up, hands on our heart. Take a breath. And we'll bend our knees, reach the arms, straighten the legs, dive forward for Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Elbows close, lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Bring your right heel back. Pull the knee to your chest. Step or walk the right foot for Virabhadrasana on the right. Or warrior one. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of the front foot. Step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Bring your left heel back. Pull the knee to your chest. Step or walk the foot between your hands. Breathe. Bring the arms up. Both hands come down. Walk or step the foot back to plank. Drop to the knees or lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. Breathe here. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bend the knees for chair pose. Uttanasana. Shoot to standing. And again, let's bend the knees, reach the arms, straighten the legs, dive forward for Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing reach the arms up. Both hands come down, step or walk your foot back, lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, bring that left heel back. Pull the knee to your chest, step, walk, or float that left foot for Virabhadrasana on the left. Reach the arms up. Both hands come down. Step or walk that left foot back, lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. And we'll breathe here. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bend the knees and shoot to standing. And again, let's bend the knees. Reach the arms. Straighten the legs. Dive forward for Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, bring your right heel back. Pull the knee to your chest, step or walk the foot between your hands. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of the front foot, step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, bring your left heel back. Pull the knee to your chest, step or walk the foot between your hands. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of that front foot, step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. And we'll breathe here. Nice strong arms. Feel those inner thighs turning in and back. You need to have your knees bent. Just bend the knees and stay on the balls of the feet and just work on straightening those legs, getting those heels towards the floor. Walk or float your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bend the knees and shoot to standing. And again, let's bend the knees, reach the arms. Straighten the legs, dive forward for Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, bring your right heel back. Pull the knee to your chest, step or walk the foot between your hands. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of the front foot, step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, bring your left heel back. Pull the knee to your chest, step or walk the foot between your hands. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of the front foot, step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes, raise the hips for downward facing dog. And breathe here. Nice strong arms. Very good. Good job. Step or walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bend the knees and shoot to standing. One more time. Let's bend the knees, reach the arms. Straighten the legs, dive forward for Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hands flat. Step or walk your feet to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Bring your right heel back. Pull the knee to your chest. Step or walk the foot between your hands. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of the front foot. Step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Bring your left heel back. Pull the knee to your chest. Step or walk the foot between your hands. Reach the arms up. Both hands on either side of the front foot. Step it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, low back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes. Raise the hips for downward facing dog. And breathe here. Nice strong arms. Step or walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bend the knees and shoot to standing. Hands at our heart for Anjali Mudra. We'll take a breath here. And we'll just step our feet back and forth. Just find that comfortable stance for you so your feet are lined up with your hips. Place your hands on your hips. Take an inhale, look up, and exhale, fold. Reaching for our shins, our ankles, or just let our arms hang down. Or you can grab hold of your big toes, and then on an exhale, just fold down as far as you can, trying to get your chest towards your thighs, your chin towards your shins. Halfway, slide your fingertips or your whole hands underneath your feet, or just keep reaching down towards the floor or your block. Exhale, fold. And inhale, release. And we'll come all the way up. Hands at our heart for a moment. Take a breath. We're going to step our feet apart. We're going to turn our right foot away. Now keep our hips squared to the long side of our mat. Reach those arms out. Imagine that big barrel on our right side. We're going to bend the knees and then straighten and then reach that right arm. Place that right hand on your thigh, your shin, your foot, your block, or grab your big toe. Breathe here for triangle pose. Very good. And inhale, push through that right foot. Keep the arms out and turn to the other foot. So we're going to do the other side. Trying to keep those hips square to the long side of our mat. And then again, remember that barrel. Lengthen up and reach over it. Hand to the thigh, the shin, your block, or grab your big toe. that left foot. We're gonna turn and square ourselves towards that right foot. Reach that same right arm out in front. We're gonna take a twist here. So the back arm comes up overhead, and we're gonna place that left hand either to the inside or outside of that front foot, either on the floor or on our block, and reach that opposite arm up. Be mindful that you're not letting that back hip come forward. Try to keep those hips in line with the front edge of your mat. And inhale, come all the way up. We're going to twist to the other side. So that left foot in front, left arm in front, right arm behind. And we're going to take that right arm all the way up overhead and place that right hand either on the mat or the block on the inside or outside of that front foot for a twist. Left arm up. Step or walk our feet back. Hands at our heart for Anjali Mudra. Take a breath. And we'll step our feet apart, this time a little bit wider. We're gonna rotate that right foot away. Keep our hips squared to the long side of our mat. Reach those arms out, drop the shoulders, and then bend that right knee. Bring our right forearm to that right thigh. Reach the left arm up, pull it down, and then drop it at an angle, palm down over our left ear. And we'll breathe here. And push through that right foot. And we'll do the other side. Drop the shoulders, then the left knee, left forearm comes down. Reach the right arm up, pull it down, drop it over your right ear. Breathe here. Let's push through that left foot, and we're gonna twist, turn, squaring our hips towards that right foot. Right arm out in front, left arm behind, bend that right knee, left arm comes up, either bring that forearm or upper arm to that right thigh for a twist, and then bring your palms together at your side. All the way up and turn to the left foot. Take an inhale, then the left knee. Right arm comes up overhead, right forearm or upper right arm on that left thigh. Palms together at your side. way back up. Let's walk our feet back for a moment. Take a breath. Bend the knees and step our feet apart. And we want to find equal pressure. The farther apart your feet are, the closer your head will come to the floor, but we want to make sure that we're not turning on the outside edges of our ankles. So I'm going to find that balance where our feet, just imagine 3 points on the bottom of your feet. The ball of your big toe, little toe, and heel, and we're going to feel anchored there. We're going to reach those arms out. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your mat or your block. Inhale, lengthen forward, and then exhale, fold down as far as you can. Feel the top of your head coming towards the mat. Eventually, the top of your head will come onto your mat with a nice straight back. And inhale halfway. Bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up. This one we're going to keep our hands on our hips. Pull our shoulders back, our elbows back. Lengthen up and then fold forward. Now this one's a little more difficult because we don't have our hands to help guide us down, but eventually we'll again get our head on the mat. Arms out. Drop the shoulders. We're going to clasp the hands behind our back. We're going to reach those hands down and away. Now be mindful of your shoulders and this one and your neck. So just listen to your body. We never want to feel pain. Try to bring those hands away. Lengthen up first, and then we'll fold forward, bringing the top of our head towards the mat. Let your hands come away from your back. So just let gravity take your hands away. Eventually you'll get your head on the mat and your hands will touch the ground behind you. And inhale, come all the way up. Reach the arms out. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, look up. Slide your hands down your legs. Grab hold of your shins, your ankles, or your big toes. Inhale and exhale, come down. Again, your head comes top of your head. Just imagine it coming towards the mat. Inhale halfway, bring your hands to your hips and come all the way back up. Step your feet back, hands at our heart. Take a breath. Bend the knees, step our feet apart. We're gonna either grab our wrists behind our back, our arms, or do reverse prayer, pushing our palms together. Rotate the right foot away. Left foot also, so our hips are squared to the right. Lengthen up and then fold towards that front leg. Inhale, come up. Try to keep the hands behind the back, and let's turn to the other side. Lengthen up and then fold. Your chest comes towards your thigh. Even if you're up high, that's okay. The more you practice, the closer you'll get to that leg. And inhale, come all the way up. Step our feet back, hands at our heart. Take a breath. And now we're gonna come into tree pose. So let's find a place that's even under your feet. And just kind of step back and forth. So find a place that you feel you can get some balance. Really feel your feet grounding. Let's just stand here for just a moment. Bring your palms facing forward. Soften those shoulders. Let your arms feel heavy by your side. As you feel your feet sinking down beneath the earth, just sinking deeper and deeper so you feel planted like a tree. Your legs are your roots. And now we're gonna bend the knees just slightly. Push through that right leg, so really send that right foot deeper. As you feel the energy of the earth rising up to give you power, we're gonna bring that left foot up. We have a couple options. You can start out with your toes on the mat. You can also come to a chair or a wall. Try to get that left foot up to the inside of that right leg. Hands either at your heart or up above. And just find a spot on the floor or the ground in front of you to stare at and focus on. That will help with your balance. If you sway a little bit, that's okay. Trees sway in the wind. Slowly release that left foot down. Let's take a couple steps from side to side here, feeling, just letting go for a moment. And then we need to stay even, so let's do the left side. So again, just find a place on your mat where you feel solid, grounded, especially in that left foot. Feel the feet sinking down, bend the knees, push through that left leg, feel that left foot sinking down, anchoring us as that right foot comes up. Hands at your heart or up above. Or again, you can come to a chair or wall. Just feel yourself nice and tall, lengthening through your spine to the top of your head as that left foot sinks down, anchoring you. And release. We'll take a nice big inhale, reach up, and hands come down. We're gonna walk our feet back, sit to our heels. So come into Balasana, child's pose, just resting here, catching our breath, releasing our back. And then inhale, come up, sit to the side, bring your legs straight out in front of you. We're gonna keep that right leg straight. We're gonna bring the bottom of the left foot to the inside of that straight right leg. And just with your breath, let that left knee come towards the floor. We never wanna force it down. We're gonna take a nice big inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Come down as far as you can. Reach for your shin, your ankle, your big toe. You can use your strap around the ball of your foot. And release down. Inhale, come up. And the left foot to the inside of that right leg. or step it over. You can keep that right leg extended straight. If you want to go a little deeper, you can bend that right knee, bring that right foot to the left side of your seat. Now, not collapsing in your lower back, we're going to lengthen up. We're going to reach that right arm up. Bring it to the top of that top knee or to the outside and take a twist. Now you can just place that left hand on the floor behind you. If you want to go even deeper, you can reach for that right hip and reach your right hand to that left toe. And let's release and do the other side. So extend that left leg. First, we're going to bring the right foot to the inside of that left leg. Right knee drops to the mat. Push that left heel away. Reach up and fold. Chest towards your thigh, chin towards your shin. Inhale, come up. Step that right foot either to the inside of that left leg, or you can step it over. Again, you can keep that left leg straight, or you can bend and bring that foot towards your seat. Lengthen up, and let's take that twist. Always being mindful that you're lengthening through your spine, so you're not crunching in that lower back. And let's release. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Pull the heels in as close as we can. And drop those knees down. Push those feet away. Just have that diamond shape between your legs. Let your feet open like a book so that just the outer edges of your feet are touching. A couple of options here. We can stay up nice and tall. Just hold on to the feet and come forward. You can bring your forearms down to the insides of your lower legs, your elbows to your ankles, or your head to your feet. Let's come up. We're going to come lying onto our back. Hug our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a nice big hug. And very gently rock from left to right. Place your hands on your knees, and let's just do a few circles here for our hips. So just pull the knees towards you and then circle around and away. Change direction. And when you're ready, find Shavasana, final resting. So you can lie all the way down on your back. Just extend the legs out or bend the knees wherever you feel comfortable.
come and sit in a chair. Sit back up into a meditative pose. But just feel your whole body letting go. Just feel the relaxation spreading from the top of your head, moving down your forehead, past your eyes. Your eyelids feel heavy. Not trying to scrunch your eyes closed, but just feel those eyelids very heavy. Relaxation moving into your jaw. Your mouth is slightly open to release that tension in the jaw. And moving down our neck into our shoulders. Our shoulders are a place we carry a lot of tension and stress. We're going to really be mindful of any tension here. And on an exhale, feel the shoulders sinking deeper into the earth. Now moving down our arms, into our hands and our fingers. Our arms feel heavy, relaxed. Now that relaxation spreading down our back, our upper back, our middle back, our lower back, moving into our waist and our hips. And now down our legs, just aware of any tension in our hamstrings, our thighs, just letting go. Moving down into our calves, past our ankles, into our feet. Just feel your feet now heavy into your mat. Feeling our whole body just letting go. We're going to take one nice big inhale, and on this exhale, feel your body sinking even deeper, heavier, more relaxed. Feeling very grounded, connected to the earth. Just letting go of any fear, worry, sadness, anxiety, anger. Just let the earth absorb it. Every inhale, breathing in positive healing energy, we feel more at peace. And we'll breathe here and just relax and let go. lying on your back, take a nice big inhale. Reach your arms up overhead, your legs out nice and straight. And really stretch out your spine. On your next exhale, bend the knees, place your feet flat on the floor. Slowly roll to the right side. Use your arms as a pillow. We'll rest here for a moment. Just feel that energy flowing through you. Very slowly, very carefully, using your hands and arms, push yourself up to a seated position. Your head is the last to rise. Hands at our heart for Anjali Mudra, to our crown, our third eye, down to our throat, and back to our heart. Shante, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me this morning or afternoon. And I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.